Hey, what's up? I have 10 quick tips for you to improve your lay if you just picked up the character, or maybe you are hitting a plateau and you don't know what to improve. So here are 10 quick tips. The first one, practice the back turn down 4 stance switch, this combo. You always want to sidestep left and then sidestep right to go to Panther. And you want to do that because the whiff recovery is faster than raw back turn down 4. And if it's not a clean hit, you're +8 in Snag. And +8 in Snag is pretty good, so yeah, I wouldn't do the drunken version either. You can go to drunken of course too, but yeah, practice the stance switch. From both sides it's sidestep left first and then sidestep right. So number 2, up forward 3, the crane hop kick. Set your player attacks to counter it and the opponent to random guard, because if this goes on block, you want to cancel the stance and hold back to block highs and mids. And if it's a counter hit, you want to do the combo, you know? So these are the settings to practice this. Like that, you know? Whatever. Number 3, Snag 2 hit confirm. This one is pretty important. Snag 2 is a good spring, I use it all the time. You set the first action to stand and second action to random guard. And now you practice the situation in which you get a 10 frames punish and then follow that up with Snag 2-2, you know? And if Snag 2-2 goes on hit, you add the second punch. The third punch, that one, below. Did I say second? Sorry, it's hot outside. Hope you don't mind. This one is pretty easy, but it is definitely required to play a good lay, because the 10 frames punish, of course, is so important, and the hit confirm probably even more. So that is huge damage potential for lay, if you're able to hit confirm that. Number 4, back 2-4 twitch confirm. I'm not gonna explain how this works in detail, I made a video about it, but this is pretty hard to hit confirm. The timing is very tight, you don't have much time. But if you see your opponent jabbing and back 2 goes under it, you have more time to react to that. So you see at the beginning of the animation that it will hit, and this gives you more time to do the follow-up and twitch confirm that. Yeah, check out my video about it. Then number 5, Wolf Rush counter hit. Random guard, not set, and counter hit. So if you see the hit spark at the beginning, you do the full Wolf Rush, and if it goes on block or normal hit, you don't finish the spring. Yeah, you can counter hit confirm Wolf Rush by the hit spark. That is important. If you see it, mash it out. That's it already. Number 6, forward 3 variations. Again, maybe set your opponent to random guard, and if you just throw this out, be ready. You end up in back turn for the combo. I'm gonna show you the combo once. That's the combo. And if this goes on block, you are back turned. But if the opponent isn't ready for the punish, you want to react to that. You want to crouch cancel, or maybe just hold back to block. Of course the opponent can punish, but they are not every time ready. So you want to react to that, and you don't want to jump if this goes on block. So this needs a little bit of practice, I'd say. Like this, you know. one more tip, or two more, but let's start with this. If you're playing against Lucky Chloe, Ling Xiaoyu, or Lei, or Eddie, maybe not Eddie, but one of those three characters, Lei, Ling, and Xiaoyu, you often hit them in the back with forward 3. And in those matchups, be aware that you have to do this combo, because the normal combo is getting fucked up if you hit them in the back. This won't work, doesn't work. So be ready for that cancel into while standing 2-1, standing 3 tornadoes. And then the other thing is, I'm moving my camera so you can see the inputs. Wait a second. So now you can see the inputs. If you try to apply spacing and you try to get a whiff punish with forward 3, you can do back 3+4, then cancel, and during the cancel animation you can do the first input of forward 3, like this. So if you see them whiffing while you do the cancel, you just have to do forward 3 and it will be forward 3. Let me show you. Like this. So you can buffer the first forward input during the animation. So these are some quick tips for forward 3. It's an important move for Lei, and why not improve that? Next up, number 7, counter hit confirming Razor Rush. So Razor Rush is a very good counter hit string. If the first punch is a counter hit, all 4 are guaranteed. But if you delay in between, random guard, then guard all, or maybe I'm going to show you like this. So as you can see, I'm delaying the third punch, and if you delay the third punch, for some reason the last punch isn't connecting anymore. But if you see someone pressing and you see that Razor Rush was a counter hit, you can add the third punch with delay. So I like this a lot. So if you see that Razor Rush, those 2 punches, if they are a counter hit, add the third punch. So you're +2 and you get a frame trap here, because Penta 1 is 12 frames fast. And if they try to hot kick, you float them with Penta 2. So this is a pretty nice counter hit string with a decent mix-up situation afterwards. And yeah, try to watch out for counter hits with Razor Rush, that's pretty good. Number 8, stance movement in general. You gotta practice stance movement, especially in Tiger it's important. In Tiger it's pretty good, in Penta you can approach pretty quick, in Snag it's okay, but yeah, you gotta practice stance movement, it's essential with Lei. And that's it. Number 9, optimizing combos in general. So this is a very this advice goes for almost every character to optimize combos, but for Lei I think it's a little bit tricky, because if you do the long wall carry, if you do this for example, it's often very hard to get the follow-up here. It's pretty hard sometimes. I did a small dash there, but if you're a little bit further away, it's basically, it's not possible to get this wall ender. So if you're too far away from the wall, you don't have to decide between many options. But if you're closer to the wall like this maybe, you can go for combo routes like that. This allows you to do this ender. So this is the second wall combo route for Lei, forward 2-4, down forward 1+2. This Oki situation is pretty damn good, because if you've seen my Super Cop videos, you might have seen me doing this all the time. Oh, I was too slow. Like that, that's a punish by the way. That's a punish and you get a wall bounce for a huge combo. And I just like this wall combo very much. I like it more than the usual forward 3-1, up back 4. Some combo enders you can do in order to get that are forward 3-1, like that. You can do, oh my god, stupid Kazooie. You can do this. This is a little bit shorter distance. This one is a little bit harder to place, in my opinion. But you can get it. That's a little bit harder. Then you have down forward 1-1. Down forward 1-1, I think that's the best when the wall is pretty close. Maybe like this, I'm not sure. Or in this case forward 3. In that case forward 3. Forward 3 if the wall is the closest. Yeah. Alright, so definitely practice how to get this wall combo. That wall combo is very important. In my opinion, it's stronger than this. This is what I'm trying to say. And the last advice would be learn stance transitions. So if you are trying to get a whiff punisher in neutral with Tiger and you're moving around like this and you're trying to get a whiff punish, maybe at some point somebody is whiffing and you can whiff punish with this. But if they're trying to get you out of the stance, many times they use something like this. They jump in to get you out of Tiger because they are scared to approach, And Tiger is not that good to deal with that. Of course you can try to float them with Tiger 2, but whiffing Tiger 2 kind of sucks. So if you have the wrong timing and you whiff it or anything like that, you're in a bad situation. So in this situation, a stance transition will be pretty good. If you know that they will jump in, you can go into Snag, and Snag has an 11 frames jab with Snag 1. And this is way less risky to throw out. If you have a read on someone jumping in, you can move around and float them. So always know in which direction you have to go into a certain stance. This is also very important for Snag. If you're in Snag and you try to approach someone, you go in Snag in neutral, and you try to approach someone, and if they are just backdashing, Snag is very vulnerable against backwards movement. It has a bad range. Sometimes the second hit is whiffing with no reason, and here the same. The second hit is sometimes just whiffing. So backdashing is pretty good against Snag, but you can go to Panther, and against Panther, backdashing is not that good, because you can just chase them down, and Panther 1 has a lot of range. It has a lot of range actually, so you can really chase them down. Yeah, always keep those transitions in your mind because you will need them at some point. And that's about it. I hope this is helpful for some of you. Yeah, let me know, so maybe I can do another video on this topic.